Yo, what's poppin' everyone? Welcome back. Hope you've all been doing well. Well, we're back today with a new video format, a vodcast this time around. So firstly, I want to apologize about the delay and how long I took on this video, the inconsistent upload schedule lately. But not surprisingly, I think the production quality goes way up when I don't rush and force out videos in one day. Also, it gives me some time to play around to get to better learn and know how the editing tools work and the software I'm using as well. But next, I just wanted to have a chat with y'all since it'll be some time until the next upload I foresee, and give an update on the forecast of what I'm seeing for this Iron Man and for future content here. Just stuff that happened in between playing on the Iron Man, which wasn't much. We're like 4 turns away from the Valentine's ring, and after that, I don't plan on lifting another finger until we have that Zerk 30 book pass. I mean, the explanation being that we don't have enough Iron Man HT ready players showing up. Some of our big hitters have been like away and now taking care of things IRL, and I hope they're still doing fine. But as a result, the turnout just isn't there anymore like it used to be, and it's been that way for about a month now. And I'm wondering if it could be a morale issue from the previous 6-man that took us 3 hours, or maybe a lack of motivation after some had passed their crucial HT Mastery Book 30s, getting the right class composition for the party on the sign-ons we get. I mean, all I know is that this is not exactly acceptable from my viewpoint. A 3-hour time command really is not much to ask per week, and undeniably we're more than capable of doing it. We've done it before a handful of times. So I'm just asking, why aren't we able to anymore is my question. And you know, as far as I'm concerned, I'm personally not done with Iron Man HTs until every last Iron Man player gets the books that they need, and then I want surplus for generations of Iron Man, future generations, if there even are any more to come. Kind of like what Herb Dean did for us way back when giving us that Zerk 20 book out from the Iron Man bank post Zach Masella. I mean, I think we're separate but together also. That's how I see it. And honestly, I expected more. Nobody's really stepped up lately, so I'm giving it my shot at organizing the runs. I made a poll on the Discord to recheck availability. There's 1 day left on it, I think. 1 or 2 days. I'll make one more poll afterwards for morning, afternoon, evening, maybe even ask for time zones. It is tricky though, since our Shadower has like a 12 to 13 hour time difference to my time zone. But I'm sure we can make it work. Right now, votes are overwhelmingly in favor of Saturday, like our current arrangement. Just gonna try to start creating weekly sign-ups with the information we get from this. Hope the sign-ups will honor the commitment and we'll have turnouts. But if this fails, we go on another month with no Horntails. I might just quit right here and now, yoink that Zerk 30 out the FM, and then go straight to Neo Tokyo, because those are the final goals for bosses I'm looking to solo, minus the Alfhaven expedition. I mean, I don't think there's any shot in hell a Dark can reliably clear a full Alph run. I very seriously doubt that. I might try still, but I'm foreseeing a hard damage race with that 3-hour timer. I mean, my knowledge on melee is limited, at best. I never partied with or seen any Darks in any of the Alph runs I've been a part of, just period. I don't know if there's like a niche Zerking technique for the Royal Guard, and if there is, it'll probably be very demanding and high skill to do without dying. Probably way beyond my current proficiency with playing the class. And can the spear reach the chandelier? How do I get past the laser field solo without wasting too much time? And I also don't have a good enough grasp on the positioning for Core Blaze and the Maverick Super KB. Like, I've gotten flung through the core countless times, but I could always react with Dark Sight, mid-collision, and survive it. Position left side on Dark would be my initial guess. This is just not a friendly zone with the constant dispels and interrupts, but it's annoying, no problem. I'm still supremely confident on everything besides the Alpha Expedition, and I'm calling it right now that I won't die a single time. Every NT boss will be done first try except Alpha. It's in the bag. You can quote me on that when we get there next episode. Very confident. But best case, we get the HTs going again, and we can keep this Iron Man status before we semi-retire it. And then I want to come out of retirement on our Night Lord and have a goal of above 50 CGS. I'm going to need 8 more to get there, and it's going to come from our shoot from doing a top-up or self-scrolling, to be determined. Start doing VLs, go Rose Garden, get deep with LHC, start amassing some purchasing power from wealth and coin and equipments. Get ready for Pink Bean, assuming they don't delay it again. So second topic is about these videos. I'm going to be taking on a lot more labor of love approach to the content I put out, up my production game a little bit, or a lot, and produce content that I'm really proud of to show. Something that might not have really manifested from our usual one-day low-budget productions, just from what I see. Time to evolve beyond that into something better, I think. So this video here is essentially a pilot episode for this new format I'm going to be trying to pitch, and I'll be looking very closely at any feedback along with performance analytics for this new series. and how you all respond to it. I invited 2 of my in-game friends, and we'll just be talking while bossing, just reminiscing about our memories, experiences, how much the game has changed to the point that we no longer recognize it anymore, and have it act as a foil in a way to what our current understanding is of what modern and reboot Maple is. And lastly, we have the promised giveaway included with this episode too. I'll be giving away 1 Chaos Scroll to a lucky viewer. It's going to be a raffle, so just leave a comment about something related to Maple, just anything really, and that's all you'll need. I'm not asking for likes, subs, or shares or anything of that sort, but it does help out the channel a great deal. I don't take any of that for granted. And obviously, you have to play on the server. We are to qualify as well. I'm sorry if that aliased anyone. And I hope you all have a good time with this one. It was fun to make, and I had a good time filming it as well. So without further ado, let's start the actual video. See you in the next one. Yo, what's up, gamers? So as mentioned, we're rolling with the best players in the 2 continents. They were joined by the Dark Lord himself, Ikram Jack, and the Dark Knight with purportedly the largest spear in the server, DB Cooper. What's up, boys? Thank you for coming onto the show. I'm pretty stoked about this.
Man. How's it going?
Going pretty good.
Yeah, what's up?
Can't complain.
Some gamers.
Yeah, ready to talk some Maple. Do you have any self-introductions, like the story, what's with you in the game?
Jack, do you want to go first?
Yeah, sure. So yeah, my name's Jack. I'm a Night Lord main, Filthy Scum Lord. I've been in Royals since 2019, on and off, but since 10th anniversary I've been super active. And prior to that, like I think most people on the server, I was a GMS player in the early 2000s, and then hopped around some private servers, and yeah, I'm excited to talk about Royals and whatnot.
Awesome, man. That's pretty cool. What server in GMS were you at?
I was Belican.
Belocan. I remember when that
Yeah.
came out. That's a pretty good server.
That was the green one, right?
Green one, yeah. It was like a lighter green than Broa,
Yeah.
and was a pretty small server.
Nice. It's got
Yeah,
the
I think
bead.
I think I used to play Belican as well.
Oh, nice.
So what are we doing?
And what about you, Coop? Were you were a Dark Knight main, or just a warrior
Yeah.
specialist?
Well, the only attackers that I have are actually warriors, like the whole 3. But yeah, I'm definitely a DK main. Even though my hero is going to get the first spot pretty soon, I guess.
Oh, gotcha. That's pretty cool. So one thing I want to
Yeah,
talk about is this game environment, this setting. It looks more or less the same, I think, graphically. And some things might even be better, like Neo Tokyo, because I think we got Neo City in GMS, which was just a really nerfed, shitty version of this. But does it kind of feel the same as GMS days?
Yeah, so I only played GMS up until 2010, I think, and even then I was like very on and off. So I don't remember much, but the progress made in Royals, I think, especially last couple of years, was pretty great.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I would agree. I think like when you asked the question, my knee-jerk reaction was no. But I think it's just because I think like everyone on Royals, the average age is like gotta be like 26, and in GMS you had like, I don't know, pre-teens to teenagers, so
Yeah,
the atmosphere felt different. But like in terms of the game and quality of life, Royals has really done a pretty good job at improving it.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think so
even-
in most regards, for sure. I don't know of what I was looking to get out of this. I was looking for nostalgia, and definitely I think we're an aging player base. We're shrinking. We're kind of like Japan. And I don't know if we'll have any, 10th generation players after us, or 20th generation.
what do you mean by generation?
Just players that are younger who come into the game, maybe on a yearly
Yeah,
basis.
but like how many years you think a generation is in Maple terms?
It's, I don't know, you kind of have to look at, I think, immigration versus immigration out of the game itself. And back in GMS days when they had the peak numbers, there's definitely maybe 50,000 on it at one time.
Oh wow.
So I think there was a lot more people on at once, and that might affect the entire ecosystem we're in, because there's always a lot of, we have to think about competition.
Yeah, it's also very dynamic. I mean, with almost every aspect of the game, it's very dynamic according to the amount of community there is, like every day, not only on events and weekends.
For sure. But in that kind of regards, it doesn't really feel like GMS, right? That the knee-jerk reaction, sort of, where something's missing. There's like a special atmosphere, I think, that you just can't recreate nowadays.
Yeah, I think it's just, it's like what you mentioned. A majority of people who play Royals play for nostalgia, and I think, like, Royals is good enough to scratch that, but, I mean, I don't know, I feel like we're all kind of chasing childhood memories, so it's trying to capture that magic is hard.
Well, it's definitely not the same game, but I mean,
yeah, for sure.
I came for nostalgia like 5 years ago, I guess, but now it's a totally different game to me.
Yeah, it came for nostalgia, ended up with an endless grind.
Yeah, Royals is extremely grindy.
Even by non-Ironman standards, it's
it's
crazy.
Try make a perfect weapon and see how grindy it is.
Yeah, exactly. Not for me, boys.
Just wait, you're gonna regress to the mean on that spear.
Oh yeah.
No way. No, that's gonna get done in.
You can get very lucky, but it doesn't happen often. Like
yeah. That'll never happen again to me. But then again, there was no really centralization of power back, when Maple was sort of becoming growing as a game, I think, right? Because the internet was sort of becoming more widespread back in those days.
I don't think. I mean, the internet is getting extra widespread, like with like exponentially in the last couple of years, but not many new players get Royals. I mean, it depends on the season, but still, it's not the same rate. If you get what I mean.
Yeah, I think I'd agree with that.
And it's a lot less competitive now too, right? Like, it's less personal, this game. And yeah, maybe that's just growing out of that phase, because we were like teenagers.
Less personal, yeah, I think so. Because there's a lot of players who will just do solo content all day. Less competitive, I think I disagree, because you have players like those solo players who will grind for months to get a 1 weapon attack upgrade, and at towards the end game, I think it's super competitive just to get your range up for 12-man VLs or whatnot.
Yeah,
I think it's pretty competitive. Yeah. But
I'm not. Yeah. How do you define competitive though? Because I get the idea of competitive.
So I guess we're a lot more competitive now, I suppose, as a part of a dick measuring contest with range and just pure power. But competition back then I felt like it was different, where it was a little more inhospitable.
Yeah, you know the mechanics and everything. I mean, let's take for example the PvE or PvP. You have to actually know how to use the skills and everything, because everyone can just stand in the spot and attack. So you have a lot of aspects of mechanics and manualing pots, stuff like that, instead of just measuring who has the best range.
Right. Yeah, something that you can put your skills to the test against, because I feel like you just be minding your own business back then, and people would just harass you.
It won't be a big change between individuals, but it will still be effective to decide.
Right. And do you think people just don't seek that out more nowadays? Because I don't see any Carnival PQ like CPQ1, and that was...
Yeah, I never got why Royals doesn't add it. I mean, it's super fun.
Well, we do have it. It's just dead content, and they also nerfed CPQ2 to shit.
Yeah, but I mean, if they add it, it's not like everyone must use it. It's just another viable option to play.
Right. Because it's so dead that I can't even find a legitimate 6-on-6 where we're trying to
Yeah.
not trade wins.
Also in CPQ, there's only sellers. There's no like
Yeah.
real parties.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think like if you can back when you could, if you could afford Gobi Leech, you'd just do that. Or like people just low level leech, or people are heavily washing, and CPQ is just not viable for that. And
Yeah.
it's kind of like the awkward question about like washing. Like I've never washed a character, so I did do CPQ at level 51 on both of my characters, but it was I have a level 50 fighter mule that I would just do seller versus seller, and that's how I'd level. But I think it just comes back to bringing new people into the game, and CPQ is either only really viable for new players or sellers.
There's also the theme park with its own map, and you had like a different type of level mobs and stuff. I mean, it got pretty. They expanded it, the Monster Park stuff.
Oh, Monster Park. This came pretty late on.
I mean, yeah, but it was also it started as a CPQ, as Carnival.
Oh yeah. And it evolved into just a solo sort of clear daily, I think, right?
Both. Yeah, there was both solo play and PvP for especially for like holidays. They made like a special something out of it.
Interesting.
I mean, as far as I remember, at least.
Gotcha. I didn't. I've only experienced just the first iteration of CPQ1, and I think it's just it's a shame. Just we kind of sacrificed the soul of the game for just some in-game convenience. Like we can choose. We have a choice. Like how we chose not to wash.
Yeah, that's true. But my general thought is like have everything you can, and players will decide what they want to do for themselves. Just make it reasonably, in the same range of XP.
Yeah, it's obsolete, I think, and it's just we would have to overhaul it or make it worth doing.
I think they kind of tried to address that with the last patch, though, because effectively Gobi Leech starts at 50 now, 55, and then you can get Godly Spiegelman necklaces again. So I think that was trying to buff CPQ, but again, it just goes back. Well, yeah, it just goes back like for me, example, I'll just use my seller to leech my accounts. I'm not gonna like make a new account and just like try and CPQ by itself. And like other people will just leech themselves at like Wraiths or Platoon Chronos instead because they're washing. So I think it just all comes back to that. And like,
like there's probably like 100 different ways to skin the cat with leveling, and CPQ is not one of them. It's like totally outdated now. But I thought that was a really good place to kind of bring out the bully in me. I don't know if that makes sense. Because I always went to the bottom to kill the Rombots.
Same.
Yeah, and then you go one-on-one heads up with the strongest person on the other party.
Or if you have a hunter, then you can arrow bomb the shit out of everything.
Oh yeah, hunter.
Just hit like 3 platforms.
Yeah, exactly. I used to love it in GMS.
So do you? I heard that y'all, like you two, have a bully persona of a sorts, in its own special way, right?
What do you mean?
Where if you outplay or do something impressive or something of that nature that validates your skill that you think you have, it feels good to kind of do that over and over, if that makes sense.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's better to style on another player.
Yeah. Styling is always great.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a universal phenomena or if that's just something, higher end players kind of strive to do. Try to measure.
I think people use RP and NX definitely are like that.
Yeah. Check out all my RP. I think, I don't know. I think that kind of applies to me and Von Leon the most. Like, I don't want to die in Von Leon. I want to clear jail quick. Like, I want to know all the animations. because that just helps ensure a successful run.
Definitely.
Damn, this looks dry.
This looks dry as
Yeah.
fuck. Well, maybe this is like a 13 inch overall. Because Jack, you basically organize all the VLs for Northern, don't you?
I host a Saturday run, which is usually a 15 to 18 person run, and Alice hosts the 12 mans on Sundays.
Oh, gotcha.
Midnight Valley.
I'm not crazy.
So they say.
I think we're all a little bit.
Yeah, if
Yeah,
we're playing a
gotta be.
20-year-old game.
Yeah.
What is it about this game that just kind of keeps either of you, just so into it? Is it the nostalgia like we were talking about, or is it something else that kind of adds to it?
Well, to me, the nostalgia doesn't exist anymore because I play it now more than as a kid.
Yeah, you played more
Yeah.
Royals than I should probably bleep that out, but played more here than GMS.
Yeah, by now for sure. Even though as a kid I used to be plugged in like 24/7, now like total hours of Royals versus GMS, I think I've overtaken it by 2. I mean, I doubled the time.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I would agree with what Coop said. And I don't know, for me, it's just like, I think someone in our guild, Vince, said that, you know, he logs in to just like decompress, and I think a lot of people use Royals for that. Like after work or life, just log in, hit some mushrooms, and just kind of relax.
Yeah, I can see that. At least that was my strategy.
Well, it used to be like that to me. Now it's more like bidding my own time, getting like everything done already. It's more like a chore now than actual playing.
That's the
Yeah,
thing. Yeah,
like you want to.
it was a chore, especially like just doing your dailies of like Ellen and
Yeah.
Pap. After like
But-
2 years of that, it gets pretty old.
Yeah, exactly. Even like imagine every year you get like extra 2 or 3 characters, so you just do it again.
Again, yeah. So that brings up the topic of multi-client in here. Like you couldn't do that in GMS. You needed basically multiple computer setups to do it. So is that?
Yes.
I wonder what's this all about here? Why we're doing that? Like just for pure convenience?
It's mostly convenience, I guess. Yeah, to get all the buffs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
I
like,
mean, I'm literally triple clienting right now.
Yeah.
I mean, is
Yes.
that selling the soul of the game in a way? Oops, I got it spelled.
I mean, I don't like it, but it's like it's better than GMS.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really feel too strong a way about multi-clienting. I think Matt at one point said that at any given point, 70% of the total server pop is single clienting. I don't know if I believe that too much, but he would have the data to prove that.
I mean,
70%.
I'll
Yeah.
tell you what I do.
Something like
believe.
that.
Most good events like Halloween and Anniversary, usually, I mean, all of the rest of the year, there's been around 800 to 950 people online, and then during those events, it jumps to 2K, 2.2, 2.3. So
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure like triple or trio clienting is like the most common, but not everyone does it.
Yeah.
Well, also, I think there's a pretty big portion of people who don't play when it's just non-event time. So that
That's
also
true.
adds to the server swelling when there's good, like, profitable events.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a lot of math, but I generally trust what what Matt and other, developers tell us, because I don't think they've ever lied, really.
I mean, they also have to do like the marketing side of things, so I do think they inflate the numbers, but not by that much.
Yeah. It's more or less the truth. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm one of the, I guess, the people who just refuses to multi-client, except Bishop.
Yeah, well, I think
But-
it's good to have like every class, not necessarily two multi-client, but just to get used to it and stuff. But yeah, since I started like using multiple clients, it's just that I got to do different kind of content. That's all.
Yeah, I guess it's a little sad that like if you're trying to join a boss and someone's like, okay, what mules do you have?
Yeah.
And you're like, none. That's kind of like
You're not getting
that doesn't feel too great. Yeah, exactly.
Man.
But so that can be rough, but I don't know. I have the
we're
mules
forced to
now.
do it, but is it a good or a bad thing? Do you think?
Well, that's the thing. Like you can't really do CWK without getting mules.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
with
true.
a good party, people you trust, people who won't steal your, bone or whatever.
And
Because a lot of people play scummy game as well.
true.
Yeah. Like,
Well, and also I think like we are kind of a shrinking population, so the more mules you have, the more like you're able to do content with like your friends or guildies. So I think that just helps. But
yeah.
and also like all of us have been on Royals at least 2-3+ years.
Yeah.
So at some point you're just gonna make a new character. I think that's
Yeah,
fine and natural.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna happen, I suppose. It is kind of, I guess, keeping the server alive on life support in a way, I suppose. But there were
Yeah, but I
other
mean,
vices in GMS
that's
because GMS was
specific-
pay to win.
Yeah, for sure. But specifically, like having multiple classes, that was always like a possibility. Just multi-clienting, no.
Shit.
So, I mean, if you're talking about multi-clienting, then it's a different thing than just playing, all sorts of classes like single client.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just way different. Like, it was surprising to
But-
see an active bishop play on an Iron Man.
I really think the same about adding like the bed archetypes, like how do you call the non-explorers? Because there were those Cypress Knights who weren't really better in any way. They were even worse. But I don't know how, like, what change will it bring? If more people would like to play them, or people would just be re-interested in Royals, or more people would leave.
Yeah,
I mean-
I like I like Arons particularly because I
Hey,
made
but
one. For
I
a
think
little bit.
Arons are OP, and that's why they
Yeah,
won't
they're
have-
They are
busted
OP.
as fuck.
And
Yeah,
the pay
that's
to
why I
win
thought
too.
it was something worse than Explorers.
Yeah, the HP was difficult to manage for Aron. I think I had like 9,000 at level 160 or something.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's rough. I am messing up my hotkeys. Have not played Night Lord in a while. But yeah, pay to win at GMS. I remember MTS, remember trade, where people just dupe items and sell them for like cash money NX.
Really?
MTS was crazy.
But yeah, there'd be a perfect claw. I remember a perfect claw that sold for like 300,000 NX or something,
Oh wow.
which is 3,000 bucks.
I don't think I ever spent like money on currency game, like currency in game, until like last year.
Oh, like you donated here? Or you just don't
Yeah,
do
that was also pretty
microtransactions, period.
microtransactions, but also my RP that I got like 3-4 months ago, first time.
Oh,
Nice.
wait, is that the spear, the Von Leon spear? Ooh, fucking white
Von
bar.
Leon? No, that was my DK spear is 10th anniversary.
Oh, got it. Nice. I got the RP chair. That was it.
Oh right, I saw that.
Yeah.
That's pretty sick, but I don't know. I just don't like buying stuff that I can use in game. Like I'm kind of regretting buying certain stuff because I just like I want to trade it now for something else.
Yeah. I'm definitely, I need to not have something cosmetic purely. I need it to do something. Justify the money. I also remember you could buy Mesa with NX2 in the cash shop back then, which I think was a pretty big deal because you could just get a Zakum helmet right away. How much did that go for? 15 mil? Was it in Belican?
Yeah, I don't know what y'all are talking about.
I mean, I can't remember prices and stuff, but
yeah, like
I do remember stuff that I used.
Or regular Zakum. What was it, like 15 mil or 50 mil? I can't remember either.
VIP Zac in Belican was like 50 mil for one helmet.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was like one. No reloots too. That was crazy. Different times.
That's pretty. I mean, if you're a seller, then in GMS it was even harder to get money. But yeah, I mean, when I joined Royals, it was about the same. Like 50 mil, I think, for 2 helmets or 100 for VIP. And when the server grew, then prices got lowered.
Right. Yeah, I remember back then I had to pay a very large amount for a Zakum helmet, like 2015, I think.
Oh yeah, I only made it to 2010, I think.
Oh, I was talking about like in Royals, when the inception of Royals, those Zakum prices, they were like really high at first.
How much time does Royals exist?
I think we're going on. We just had 11th anniversary, right?
Yeah, it'll be 12th in 3 months.
So yeah, I joined in the middle, not in the start.
Yeah. So we're suffering from a decreasing player base. We're getting older. What's the future like for Royals? Because I'm kind of referencing Kenny's post, how he saw no future for it and got the controversy going. Do you either of you think there's a future for this server here?
I love
it's going to be a future worth being a part of.
I think they'll get better at improving the server. That's like my initial thought.
Yeah, I mean, unless things like truly go to shit, I imagine I'll still be playing Royals in some form or fashion.
Yeah.
I like kind of think that Kenny's post maybe pushed them to release Pink Bean this year, because I mean he was about as clued in as anyone in Royals, so him saying that was a pretty big deal. But I don't know. Pink Bean would obviously be a great step forward. And yeah, I mean, I think some of the quality of life stuff they do is great. I think, like with everyone, some of the recent bans of very senior experienced players have rubbed a lot of people the wrong way.
For sure.
Think so, yeah.
So I think just kind of like maybe re-examining that. I know staff is already understaffed and that'd be putting more work on them, but some kind of leniency would be nice.
Actually, that's like, I mean, it's a big deal in my opinion, and I brought some of my concerns to light before, but I'm not sure it's good to do it again. It's just that I feel like the staff should be only or staff or players. They can't be both.
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna be hard. I don't think it's gonna be hard to get new staff if this rule applies. Like people would rather be staff rather than players.
Yeah, I agree. You can't be both. It's just the temptation is way too easy to give into, especially if you do it for an extended period of time.
And most GMs did it. Like by now, it's most of them.
Yeah, like Pure. I remember him summoning the peace limes.
Yeah, but no, I mean, GMs can't. I think only Tim can summon peace limes, and I think only Tim and Matt can actually create items. So none of the new GMs can really do that.
Oh yeah, they changed that real quick.
Yeah, but I just think like But like, bro, being a GM for a private server that's a decade plus old is literally like the most thankless job on the internet.
It is. It
That's
is. I think
Yes.
we have a pretty dramatic community sometimes.
Oh,
I mean,
for
it's just
sure.
that the community that Royals has is just so serious about Royals that
Yeah.
you gotta be the leader and do it from the heart and not he's not doing it for financial gain. So he's already at that point where he needs to just take care of the server. Team is
Yeah.
it? So yeah, but he's not doing a bad job.
uh, it's just hard, I guess, when they have so few staff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
I guess my future in the server is contingent on Pink Bean. I'm just so bored.
Got those.
Yep, we're good. There's a card. Nothing else. Dry as fuck, man. What the hell? Let's see. Oh yeah, Pink Bean Maker. We were talking a little bit. I was talking a little bit with Jack. Do you have any thoughts on Maker Coop? I know it might be like after your
Maker?
time on GMS.
Yeah, no, I have no idea what Maker is.
It's like a
I'll
skill. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll admit, when I first joined Royals and they didn't have Maker, I was pretty bummed because I just personally really enjoyed using it on previous servers, but I kind of understand why they didn't implement it. Like the godly drop system, I think, is a pretty good and clever way to stimulate the economy, and also just kind of be time gate some stuff.
I agree.
But,
Yeah, I was pretty bummed not to see Maker in the game, but then I was really happy afterward, just because I think you can exploit that so easily. All the mage farmers it's not that hard to make a reverse weapon, and I think we're just gonna get.
Oh yeah, you'd be like quad farming Roads of Regret 5 or whatever.
Yep, something like that of that nature. People like camping Dilly Nooch for that stupid, clean slate scroll. Like certain players who go way too hard are gonna just I don't know, break apart that market. I think.
Yeah.
I think it's bad. Maker would be bad.
So what's Maker?
It's a
So-
skill. I'll let you.
Yeah, it's a skill that starting at level 50 items, if you use specific crafting materials, you can create from level 50 items to up to timeless and reverse. And each one, if you use a stimulator and some specific crystals, can have random stats. So like you could make a 20 or a 10 strength clean level 50 warrior top. Not too difficult to make that. So it's pretty strong.
It was it at the point like with what's called like potential where you have to.
No.
Oh,
I
okay.
think that came afterwards. Potential.
Oh really?
Mm.
Yeah, I didn't like that era, but I don't know much about it. But it sounds like a regular crafting like NPC.
Yeah, it's regular crafting on steroids, and it was a skill. So you wouldn't have to like. Now we have to go to Leafree to craft any dragon weapons. You could just do that anywhere. That was pretty nice.
Yeah, it's interesting, but like Jack was saying, the godly system I think is a more refined implementation of it for our kind of ecosystem.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think the godly system is fine.
Yeah,
it's annoying, but it makes sense for what Royals is.
Yeah,
Nice.
the grind set.
Exactly, grind story.
And the potential really pissed me off for GMS. I think that was one of the main reasons why I quit. Was
yeah, for sure. For me too. I mean,
I feel like
extremely pay to win.
I feel like Nexon before then, they weren't like trying to take every cent out of our pockets. You know what I'm saying? And they were actually making good content at the same time. In those early.
I mean, the output of content that they had per year was great, but it got very downhill very quick.
Right, as soon as they stopped trying to hide that they're like trying to profiteer off this game.
Yeah.
It was just insane, ridiculous. I see these videos of 1,000 cubes, in one session.
Oh,
And that just took it too far.
Yeah, I mean, back in like early 2010s, there was a story on Bellicon where instead of getting a new car, a dude just got perfect items.
What the fuck?
I don't know if that's real, but that was like a common story that would float around on Bellicon. It's like, Jesus Christ.
I mean, in the US, it definitely makes sense.
Like a car back then, I think a car went back for what, like 8 Gs back then? Like a decent one?
I mean, I guess depends on what kind of car, but yeah.
Just
Several
like-
$1,000s into gear.
Yeah.
Yeah, average
Oh.
average person. 8 Gs, 8,000? That's insane. And it's crazy how there's people like that, enabling Nexon to keep doing this and even elevate, take a step up from, I guess, their pay to
Yeah,
win
well, I
structure.
mean, like, there's real world trading in Royals too. Like, if you're
Oh, I forgot about that.
able to like spend money
Yeah,
on
but-
a game, people will do it.
Don't forget, GMS was aimed at little children, where
True.
Royals was aimed at, grown people mostly.
Oh yeah, it was hard to get NX and GMS because
So
I didn't have money.
If you, I mean,
Steal your mom's credit card.
I knew somebody
Yeah.
did that.
if you see that
Yeah.
today, it's very, very like common.
Yeah. What other things kind of made you Jack quit GMS besides just the overwhelming pay to win?
I just think I just fell out of the game. Just didn't enjoy playing it anymore and had
Yeah.
other stuff.
Really, if you compare it to developed GMS, then GMS is a solo type game, and Royals is a lot more like player oriented.
Yeah.
Yeah, with how it changed, it definitely swapped
Yeah,
180.
you can do every boss like solo in GMS.
Yeah.
Also,
You
you have
see-
like a zombie Zack and a fucking hyper Zack and six-legged Zack.
Chaos Zack.
Yeah, exactly.
Jeez.
Yeah, I mean, it's fundamentally a different game now, so I don't think it's like comparing Reboot to Royals would be unfair because they are completely different games now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a mutated thing, abomination.
Abomination to us, but a lot of people play Reboot and have a good time, so
I just don't get
to each
it.
their own.
I don't get it, but yeah, gotta respect it, I guess.
What's Rubu?
Reboot is
Reboot. I thought you said another word.
oh no, yeah, Reboot.
So wait, Nexon has two different types of Maplestory now?
I think so. They have GMS and Reboot, and I think Reboot is more of the like solo play.
Oh, I see.
I'm not like a Reboot expert or anything, but I have a couple of friends who are very into it.
Yeah,
When
I
was
don't
the
know
last
anything about
time
this.
When was the last time you two played in GMS?
Man, I think I downloaded GMS on Steam like a year ago and never played it.
Oh wow.
Never played it.
Yeah,
Nice.
but I don't know. The last time I played GMS, I think I had a Wild Hunter.
Oh,
Or
so-
no, I played GMS and had a Hayato and got it to like level 100, then quit because it's just not for me.
Yeah,
think the
that was
last
when the
one
game got a little out of hand. It was
What
starting
was it
to.
called? Not Dual Blade, but you had a character that his special power was to transform into like a giant something.
Mechanics?
No, not mechanic.
Kaiser?
Kaiser, yeah, that's the one.
Oh, the dragon guy. Yeah, I liked his voice lines. He sounded cool.
Yeah, so that was the last thing I had before I left GMS completely.
That was right around when I quit as well. Just like completely.
Wow, I didn't think about it for like years. You just reminded me this class.
Yeah, the billion damage thing was very strange to kind of watch and see.
It was after Big Bang? I think so, right?
Oh yeah, it came like
Kaiser?
Kaiser, yeah.
Yeah,
after.
for sure. You're big,
Way after.
yeah.
Yeah,
Way
so
after.
imagine if they add Kaiser to Royals, it will just be capped at 200k, I think, like all the rest.
Well, they'll never add Kaiser. Like they're probably never
Yeah,
gonna add
I mean,
Aaron.
I agree, but I mean, I'm just saying it will be nerfed to fit like
Oh,
the
yeah.
other.
They better.
Metal
Like
kind
Kaiser attack way too fast.
I mean, that's the same thing with Aaron.
Aaron, yeah, I guess they were very good. They were like very good multi-target class.
But Aaron was so sexy.
Yeah, I think Aaron took some skill to play, especially with like combo management.
Well, I mean, I remember me using just getting to 140% speed. After that, you can just need to keep the combo alive. Doesn't matter if you do like little damage, because you attack so quick.
Yeah. I was trying to get like the pink surfboard in GMS. That was like very rare apparently. I don't know. I don't think they ever gave that surfboard out again after a certain time. Because it was the only fast polearm, I think, or one of the few that was actually good enough to try to get perfect.
I don't even remember the pink surfboard.
Purple. PSB.
Purple. Yeah.
But here's another like different tangent. So you're both officers in Northern, and I don't know if this is like a question that's good, like well phrased, but I guess what kind of responsibility goes into that? Is it hard?
I'm just kidding.
What'd you say?
Officers are not well displayed. I mean, don't call me a pig, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Jack, we were just talking about I guess the officers, how they function in Northern, and just how you're able to manage just like juggling all of the biggest egos in this game right now. And
I don't really think we have anyone who has like a huge ego in Northern,
No,
which maybe helps us.
We definitely have a few.
But like I don't know.
I like each and every one of them.
I don't know. I disagree with that. I don't know. Like this, like we're all on here to have a good time and have fun, and I think we try and just foster that environment. So at the end of the day, it's just a game, so we kind of keep it light.
That's that's cool.
That's
so
true.
It just takes care of itself.
Except for all the drama, but yeah.
we try really hard to keep all of the drama away from like just people who aren't juniors in Northern.
Yeah. I mean, we don't have a lot of drama, but I just everyone in Royals love drama, so you gotta make it a thing, you know?
Yeah. I agree. As long as it doesn't involve me, I just am the fly on the wall. I just listen.
Yeah, exactly. But if you look at other guilds, even everyone is very keen on like ban appeals, and everything just gets exposed really quickly in blacklist and whatever.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really matter which guild you're on because you interact with so many other guilds. I got defamed 2 days ago because I had a chair sitting on the way out from V-Day boss, and a lot of people just fell over because of it, and people just started to defame me. And it's like, bro, I didn't even do it for more than 10 seconds.
What the heck?
I don't know. You know, it's just, to me, it's just funny because I don't care about fame, but...
Yeah, I think those are just like noobs in a way, because no pro will think that way. We don't waste our time. We don't do pointless things like that.
To have fun, yeah.
Which is, I think, it's unlike a lot of other settings in these types of games, because groups fall apart. There's no avoiding it, especially with the drama, I think.
Yeah.
And there's other factors, like there's some guilds I played in that had a guild council that establishes pecking order and itemization in a way. And I think that's.
I think the more sweaty the guild is, then the rankings will definitely take more of a role. But since we all try to organize as much as we can and like keep everything, I don't know, like if someone wants a hell match or to boss or anything, they can get party really quickly. I think that's like the core stuff that keeps us like playing all together.
Yeah. And we have some of the strongest players, which I didn't even know. Like, is that true? I think Duke Poopy told me that.
Yeah.
For sure. I mean, I'm not in the top 10. Those issues appeared more, but just because no one wants to SE CWK party.
Yeah, SE sucks. That's by far the worst job. I think this is another dry as fuck boss here.
Looks like it.
This will be fun to do on Iron Man. It's time for a game of Who Wants to Be a 500 Millionaire? Contestants will have a chance to win a combined billion Meso coin by braving through a gauntlet of Maple trivia type questions. Each contestant will be tasked with answering 2 easy, 2 medium, and 1 hard question for a 50, 100, and 200 Meso cash bounty reward upon answering correctly in that order. But beware, it's 1 strike and you're out. Fortunately, our contestants will have one of the 3 lifelines available to them at their disposal. They may phone a friend in game, or receive another question of matching difficulty, or they could double their cash prize reward for 1 round. It's a one-time thing per game, so let's hope they choose wisely. Good luck, and let's game on! So question 1, we have Coop on the line here. First easy question.
Hello.
So Maplestory was it's a beloved game to all of us. What year was this game released to global on Northern America servers? Your choices are, 1 second, A, 2003, B, 2004, C, 2005, or D, 2007?
Well, I think I started playing in 2006, so 2005 sounds the most accurate.
Were you playing on Europe or global North America?
I didn't know it was different, at least at the time. I only knew Maple C and Maple GMS. But then I'll have to go with 2005.
2005, answer C. Is that your final answer?
Yes, it is.
C, 2005 is correct. Coop
Nice.
makes it on to the next question. Good job. Well done.
Wait, so we're doing it like one after another, or is it now Jack's turn to answer?
You want to go for one, Jack? Go for your first easy question.
Yeah, sure, I'll go for it.
All right, we got Jack on the line here for his first easy question. So Maple had no shortage of role models early on, I think. There's a lot of people in the 200 race. Who was this legendary player, the one truly deserving of the legendary thief medal? This one is a free response.
Who was the first level 200 thief?
Or who was this guy here that I'm showing you?
Oh, sorry, I'm not. Oh, that's looped.
Looped? Loop Ed?
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's
Loop
close
Ed.
enough. We'll take it. All right. So our first 2 contestants made it through their first easy question.
Yeah,
No
that I
surprise
would
there.
definitely not have. No.
As expected.
Man, that's the Night Lord, bro. Come on.
Alright.
That was for you.
Yeah, thank
yeah.
you.
Nice. So, if Coop, you ready for your first medium question?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I have one specifically made. So this is a little snapshot of a certain town.
Oh,
This is also a free response. So which town is this little snippet taken from in our big wide world of Maplestory?
my initial guess is what's it called? Showa, but I'm not familiar with everything, and I don't remember Seishun Theater, so yeah, I think I'll have to go with Showa.
Shawa?
Shawa.
Shawa is the correct answer.
Nice. Yeah.
Nice job.
Yeah, I really started doubting myself. I thought maybe phone a friend would be nice.
I would have said Showa too.
All right. Yeah.
It's the sky.
Yeah.
I think that's exactly the sky in Showa.
Really, because the sky made me think turning, but I don't
Really?
remember
No.
the sky really much.
I was thinking about cropping out the sky, which is funny.
Yeah, if you cropped
I always look at
the
the sky.
I would have been so confused.
Yeah, that would have been too hard, I felt like. But alright, so Coop is at 200 mil.
That's a great question. by the
Nice.
way.
Yeah, that's
Pretty good
really
profit.
good.
And we're gonna keep the riches going. Alright, Jack, you ready for your first question here?
Let's go.
Alright, first medium question. Oof. Okay, I forgot to edit this, but I'm just gonna crop this.
Can do it in post.
I'll just post this here.
Ooh.
This is a little throwback to the unwelcome visitor event. What is the name of this weapon? Your answer choices are A, the first unwelcome guest claw, B, second unwelcome guest claw, C, third unwelcome guest claw, or D, last unwelcome guest claw.
Oh my god. Man, I was gonna say VIP claw, but that's not. That was a different event.
Just to maybe help you on track here, the VIP came from the unwelcome visitor event, so
Yeah.
these are all claws you can.
Yeah, they all look.
Yeah.
They all look the exact same, except just slightly different colors.
You have the color.
Fuck. What, last unwelcome guest claw, was that an option?
That is one of them. I'll give you another hint here. The level requirement is 67.
67. Okay. Damn. I'll go with. Can you say the answers one more time? I'm sorry.
You got A, which is first unwelcome guest claw, B, second unwelcome guest claw, C, third unwelcome guest claw, and D, last unwelcome guest claw.
Before you reveal the answer, like give us a second as well. Like after Jack answers and before you reveal.
Okay.
Level 67 is the requirement. I think there was one before that. I'll go second unwelcome guest claw.
You have 3 lifelines also. Keep in mind. Did you want to use any of them? Or
No,
you're
I'm
lock in
gonna-
at second unwelcome.
I'll lock in. It's okay. I'll lock in at
Oh,
second unwelcome guest claw.
that's the confident answer. I
Great.
like it. No hesitation this early on. It'll get you nowhere. And B, you ready, Coop?
I just thought he's gonna go with the last still, and I just wanted to say since it's level 67, it can't be the last. So that's the
Yeah.
thing.
Well, because I think the VIP claw is like 100 or something. So
It's up there for sure.
yeah.
So Jack said second unwelcome guest claw for his first medium question, which is unfortunately the right answer.
Oh my dude. Oh my god. You had me for a second.
Oof. I like it. Now we're keying up. We're even at 200 mil each a piece. We got 2 more medium questions, 1 each. Ready, Coop?
Yeah.
Alrighty. I have 2 of them here. Which one is the? I think this one will be more fun for you. Since you don't do horntail, right?
No,
All right.
not at all. I mean, only for HTPs, and even that, I just did one just to get them on later the same day.
Gotcha. 1 second.
One day I'll have Shad.
One day. So question number 2 for medium, Cooper. I was walking
Yeah.
through this map here like a couple days ago. This map legitimately gave me goosebumps. Kind of like that atmosphere we were talking about, the atmosphere. And this map kind of borders between Kearney City and the Sixth Path Crossroads. Which map are we
Right.
looking at here? You got 3 answer choices.
You want? Oh, okay. You give me names,
I'll
right?
give you some names. So for first, A, we have the hill outside of Hainsey's. B, Kearney Middle Forest 2. C, L Forest. Or D, Hainsey's Hunting Ground.
What was the second answer?
The Kerning Middle Forest 2.
Yeah, I think it's that one, but because if I remember correctly, it is closer to Kerning than the Sixth Path. But wait, Sixth Path was after Big Bang, right?
I might have mispronounced the map name, but it's kind of like that centralized area where you can get to all 6 towns.
No, okay, like the okay, I get.
Like when you're walking from Lith Harbor.
So yeah, I think it's the second answer.
Are you sure? You got 3 lifelines, Coop. Are you sure you don't want to use one?
How many questions I got left after this one? 3?
You have 1 more question after this one.
Oh, then yeah, I'll use what are my lifelines? Like phone a friend and
You can phone one friend in game. You can ask for another question of the same difficulty, so I'll give you another medium question. Or you can double the meso reward for your medium question, which would be 400 or 200 mil.
Oh wow. Yeah, no, I'm thinking. Yeah, no, I'm not sure myself.
So we're going with B, Kearney Middle Forest.
I think so. Yeah, let's just hit it.
Ooh, unfortunately, this is L Forest here. It's there's 3 iterations of it. So there's
I see.
it's the
Yeah, that's why I thought number 2 is gonna be the right answer.
So yeah, it's unfortunately it is C, L Forest. The Kearney Middle Forest 2, I think that is the one just outside of Hainsey's. Past the hunting ground too, I think.
Oh, you win some, you lose some.
Alrighty, so let's see if Jack can one up that with his second medium question. You ready, Jack?
I'm ready. I'm nervous.
This one's gonna be a pain in the ass. Do you horntail a lot?
Not in Royals, but enough to be dangerous, I guess.
Good enough. Good enough. It's dangerous. Oh snap. Okay. So for this one here, there's a certain quest you gotta do for each horntail, kind of like how the rule where we don't kill all the manins to get that dragon elixir. Are you able to recite all the ingredients to making that dragon elixir?
Okay. You need a manin kill. Previously, you needed to have a manin call, which was a drop removed from manin's drop table.
Beautiful.
You need 10 dragon skins. You need a Cornian marrow. A steel plate, a mithril plate, and a Cornian's broken dagger that you need to craft into a dagger. So manin kill, skins, marrow, dagger.
You've been pitch perfect so far. You're missing one.
Man. Dagger. What am I missing?
Like you've been going above and beyond. I didn't even have the plates included.
Dagger. Man. Oh, the shoulder pads.
The shoulder pad.
Skull.
Right.
Yeah. I think you just need one.
Just one.
Because you only need multiple skins. Yeah.
Alright, so we got tough dragon skin times 10. One
yeah, tough dragon skins times 10. One Cornian's dagger crafted. One Cornian marrow. One skull shoulder pad. And one manin kill.
That's 5 for 5. That's beautiful. That was just the most beautiful explanation I heard. That's the right answer.
Yeah.
Just nailed
Very
it.
nice.
Very nice, Jack.
Jeez.
So Jack is at 300 mil right now. Can he take it home here with the hard question? Wow, there's 4.
Let's do it. I have my phone a friend on speed dial.
Who's your friend?
My friend Colin. He plays Reboot, and he played Royals for a little bit, but
Okay.
He
I thought you're gonna take someone who is, online
is that-
in Northern right now.
Oh, I mean, yeah, Drew, you're the game master. Is this legal?
No,
or do I need...
that was my initial thought.
Yeah,
That's it.
Yeah, if you have a friend in game, just definitely hit him up if you need to. If it comes to that, unless if you don't want to double your mace or anything, yeah, go for that.
Well, I got it. This is my last question, right?
This is indeed your last question.
All right, well, let's double it, man.
You're gonna double it? All right.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Here we go. Hard question, last one. This boss is an inhabitant of the Phantom Forest. How many unique maps does this area boss spawn in? Give me 1 second, like, get that question.
Lucky I didn't get it.
Is this gonna be...
It's gonna be Headless Horseman.
Headless Horseman. Oh, I literally was just talking to someone about this the other day. I think there's a shitload of Headless Horsemen.
I'll give you 4 answer choices just to help out with that thought process here. And you're right about that, there are a shitload of maps.
It's... I would like to call just Dan.
Good choice.
Alright, good choice. Good choice. We gotta lock in the 200 mil first before we double it.
He's online, but...
Sound like the screenshot after of the chat.
I'm pretty sure this feels like the Do You Want to Be a Millionaire, where it's like, Dad, I'm just calling you to let you know I won.
Oh yeah.
I'm just calling Dan to make sure. I think it's 7.
7. Is that
No.
Is that arbitrary or do you know?
I've just got Dan on the line and I asked him the question. Dan is saying 7. I don't think that's...
So you both say 7. That's interesting.
Oh, he's hunting them right now.
Oh, even dude, lucky. If you're destined to win this, he's the right man to call for this situation.
Because it's Hallowed Ground, Evil Dead, Forgotten Path, Crossroads, Creeping Evil, Hidden Evil. That's 6.
That is 6 right there.
Dan's saying maybe 8.
I'm asking, are there multiple crossroads?
That's what I was about to say, but didn't know if
I think it might actually be 8. Because I think those are 5 unique maps. God, does that mean there's fucking, at any given time, there could be like 100 plus HHs?
Probably. I put like
160. Yeah. Okay, Dan's saying it might be 8. I think 7 doesn't make sense. I think we'll go with 8.
8.
Yeah, 8. Final answer. D, final answer.
D, final answer. 8 unique maps for the Headless Horseman. As a matter of fact, 8 is the right answer. It is 8.
Oh.
What?
Oh my god.
Alright, damn. So our first contestant, one of our first contestants, Jack, got the full 500 mil. Very nice.
I'm so broke. This helps. I'm so broke.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
very nice.
Congratulations, Cooper.
Thank you.
Thank you. Alright, so this was nice. I don't think I had the full billion on hand. I had to liquidate. But now I can just pay out right away.
It's all good, man. You can pay me later.
I'll pay you right now. It's all good. I got the pockets for you.
Yeah, I also hunted a shitload of HHs when I was a noob lord.
Great minds think alike.
Man, Easy Mesos. Good thing I called Dan.
Yeah, I feel like did
He's
he help
definitely-
or did he hurt your guess? Because he said 7. You both said 7 at first.
I said 7. But I think there's 3 crossroads.
Yeah, there were 3.
Okay, yeah.
So it was Crossroads 1, 2, and 3, and you could pretty much hit all the maps like exactly as the name said. It was Evil Dead, Creeping Evil, Hidden Evil, Forgotten Path, and Hallowed Ground.
Yeah, the fact you can drop names. is impressive.
That was
Played this
impressive.
game too much.
Well,
yeah,
I don't
I
even
mean-
know the names.
Well, I hunt, like, I spend a lot of time.
Hey, well,
Yeah,
it paid
and
off.
I'll see.
This is a good time to use that knowledge.
Yeah, for real.
Hell yeah, man.
Alright, we're brushing up against my heart out. This was really fun, Drew. Thanks for
Yeah.
setting this up. I had a really good time.
No problem, man.
Hey.
Thank you both for making it. This is a lot easier to
Sure.
schedule than I anticipated.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was definitely fun. I'd love to do it again.
And that's a wrap, boys. Just want to thank Jack and Coop again for their help in turning this idea into a reality. We all had a lot of fun doing this. This is a very fun video to make. So much fun, as a matter of fact, that we actually forgot to echo during our bosses. So yeah, we'd love to do something similar like this again. And perhaps we'll have Coop and Jack on return as guests. We could invite on some fresh faces, play some more games of prizes. There's a lot of possibilities we could take this, I think. And just to close off here, I hope you had fun playing along during our game. It was a decent idea. Average execution as a host on my part, I think. This is my first crack at doing something like this, so a little nervous. I'm pretty sure I just let the second round of easy questions slip my mind, so we just gave those prizes out as freebies. And like mentioned, it's a pilot episode, so I hope you enjoy the format so that we can keep making more. And I hope we start doing Aishis again soon, very soon, so that I can resume making these uploads and content. And remind about the giveaway. So best of luck, take care, and until next time.